Alrighty, welcome to this Category A matchup in the Virgo Cup. It is a round of 8 finals, if you want to call it that, between Imperiales A and Combi Veneno. Good stuff. Alrighty, let's introduce our players, shall we? In the red, we've got Mono de Barrio, playing as the Ethiopians. In the yellow, we've got DJ Zerep playing as the Gurjaras. And in the purple, we have SXZ playing, as the Vietnamese. Good stuff. Wow, Gurjaras weren't banned? Really? Alright then. They've been banned every single set so far. And we've seen 4 sets. Yeah. Everyone has agreed that Gurjaras are just like, even if they're not the best civilization in the world, they are certainly an annoying civ to play against. It's just, they kill knights so fast. It's not even funny. Alright, on the other side, we've got the Mariachi playing as the Mayans in the teal. Good stuff. In the green, we've got Mr. Osov, or also VC7 playing as the Hindustanis. Wow, Hindustanis weren't banned either. Oh, that's beautiful. We're going to talk about this in a second. Trust me, that's beautiful. This is good. This is good for both teams now. As we have a lane from red. Alright, here we go. Red's like, la 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 la. Oh, I see an elephant. That's mine. Thank you. And here we go. It's Ethiopians laming the Chinese player. Oh, because I was just about to say, well, here is 105 playing as the Chinese, just got lamed. Ouch. Now, why is that a big deal? Well, guess what? You start with extra villagers as the Chinese player, but you do not start with food. And without food, you cannot keep this darn thing running. You know, whatever is happening in there that is making villagers. This is a PG stream, so I am not going to illuminate you on that one. Anyways, it requires food for some reason, right? So they need, you definitely need to keep your elephants near your base as Chinese player. Like, you already have to push in deer anyways, even if you don't get lamed. If you get lamed too, that's really bad for the Chinese player. So we'll see how 105 is going to deal with that. If he's going to indeed 105 out of this game, or if he's going to 104 and not resign. Yeah. Alright. Let's have a talk about civilizations. Well, we talked about Chinese a little bit. Well, I should probably finish up. Chinese are, in my opinion, not the best team game civ. And as the goat still got killed. Villagers. So excited at killing those goats. Yep. Now, Chinese, don't get me wrong. Chinese are a great civilization. They really are. But the thing that makes them great is flexibility. It's about adapting. It's about being able to shift into anything you need, right? Because all your technologies are cheap. Not something you really need to be doing in a team game. You're a flank player. You're most likely just going to stick with archers for the duration of this game. So that kind of negates half of what the Chinese are really good at, right? Now, of course, they do get discounts on all the technology anyway, so you do save some resources, but it's not like... It's mostly the ease of switching from tech to tech that I think what makes them so strong in 1v1s, because you're so flexible. In a team game, that's not that important. Of course, the thing is, you are very vulnerable early on to early aggression or laming, as you can see how dangerous that is. So yeah, Blue's just going to have to push in his hunt and hope he gets a competitive uptime. I think he's just going to have to keep himself safe against the Ethiopian player. Oh boy. Now, Ethiopians are a crazy aggressive archer civ. The best archers in the game, some might say. Some might say, okay, I prefer the range that Britons get. Others say I like the quantity that you get for Mayans, and those are all valid points. I personally like Ethiopians because they fire faster, and therefore you can micro them a lot easier, and the DPS is just so much higher as well. So that's it's just my preference, you know. Point is though, red will probably get ahead of blue now, and we'll have more archers in the field, so the Chinese player is going to have to buckle up buckaroo, because the storm is coming. On the other side, we have Vietnamese versus Mayans. Now, Mayans are the better civ there, no doubt about it. Like, Mayans have eagles, that's one thing. Not that you will be seeing eagles, probably. Because Vietnamese have great champions. But Mayans still have the cheaper archers, which means you can make more archers than the Vietnamese player, by far, right? So, it's quantity over quality again, because Vietnamese archers have more HP, which does help you in fights at least a little bit. As Steel was telling Purple, like, to sod off. Get out of here, you. Yeah, that's right. Run away, you. Nah. Right, but Vietnamese do have one trick up their sleeve. It is the Rattan Archer. If you can actually get to it, it's an awesome unit. It's a great unit, especially as a flank position. It's basically just an archer, but it doesn't die to other archers. It's like Perfect. Alright, and that leaves us with the pockets. Now, there is a good reason why Gurjaras get banned. For one, you can get a lot of extra food from the goats, you know, giving you a trickle of food. If you pay attention to the food here, that right there will continue throughout the entire game. And I really wonder if it would be possible maybe to get a stat for that. Like, a stat for trickle resources. Like, because it's nice to be able to distinguish between the things that you gathered and the thing you got from this sort of stuff. Like they do for relics, basically. I wonder if that's possible. Would be awesome. Anyways. Gurjaras also have the possibility to go for camel scouts, right? Which are basically camels in feudal age, which are so expensive that I don't think anyone's going to make those anytime soon. But I'm just saying you can, if you want to, and they will absolutely destroy everything, scout-wise. They will die to archers, just like camels usually do. But what makes Gurjara camels so strong is the fact that they get extra bonus damage on top of their bonus damage to cavalry. Which means they absolutely destroy knights, like not even close, right? There is only one civilization I would say that can really go toe to toe with Gurjaras when Gurjaras make their camels. That's Hindustanis. Yeah, strangely enough, because Gurjaras also don't get knights, it will probably be camel v camel, and when it is camel v camel, Hindustanis win. Yeah, because guess what? Gurjaras get bonus damage versus knights and camels, but it's not the same stat, right? It's different. It's less bonus damage for camels, and it's only plus 50%. So in the end, you're not actually doing that much more damage versus camels. But Hindustani camels, they attack 25% faster. The result is that a Hindustani camel will beat a Gurjara camel one-on-one. All things being equal. So that is definitely true. That is why Gurjaras are such a great counter to Hindustanis are such a great counter civ to Gurjaras. At the very least, you can keep up, right? And that said, you also have a great eco bonus in that your villagers are discounted, which means you can boom like crazy, get more camels out. And also, the weakness of camels in team games, which is fighting around archers, where they die easily, well, it applies to both civilizations, doesn't it? Except Gurjaras can make Shravamsha riders, but we'll talk about those if we see them. If I see a Shravamsha rider, we will talk about them. For now, though, everyone is kind of keeping their army at home, except for yellow and red. They decided, you know what, we got ahead. You know, blue's uptime wasn't the best. Blue, as a result, doesn't have a whole lot of archers out. Let's push. Let's put some pressure on. And yeah, blue is probably not very happy right now. Ay, 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 ay. Imperiales looking strong on the left side. Is blue now deciding, okay, we should probably drop a tower here. Now, he did get some HP on his house, so I think that tower might actually go up. That might actually go up, actually. On the other side, though, we have teal now trying to break into the gold for purple. And purple has 6 archers somewhere. They're not defending on the front right now, though. There's an archer here. Where's the rest of your archers, purple? I'm not sure yet. Alright, tower goes up, so blue will keep his gold safe. This is important because that gold is terrible. It's very open over here forward, so this wasn't a necessary tower. This had to go up. But I like this tower. Now, what you can probably do is wall to your TC, that you have another woodline safe. Or, of course, hope that your pocket doesn't let you drown like the mom in the meme, you know, when she's holding up one kid and the other kid is, like, drowning in the pool. That's kind of how it usually works, huh? When you like the left flank better than the right flank. Now, there is one unit in here that's very annoying to deal with. It's the Camel Scout. This Camel Scout does 6 bonus damage versus the Scout Cavalry. So they will absolutely die to the Camel Scout. You do not want to let that Camel Scout near your Scouts, right? So you want to kill that one first. So blue will have to target that one first. Of course, blue also only has 4 archers right now because he was off a gold for a while. So there's not a whole lot that he can do. And probably teal feels the need to do some damage on the other side because he sees what's happening on the left side. And yep, that's the risk, the downside of picking Chinese, by the way. That's what that is. Now, there's not a whole lot that you can hit anymore for blue. So I think they will be okay. Looks like yellow and red are looking ready to go over to green side, which is even worse. Because now there won't be any archers to deal with because blue's archers are at home. And guess what? That Camel Scout can absolutely punish everything now. Dangerous situation. We'll see if they can keep up. I mean, the level is super high. Any mistake is going to get punished hard here. So, like, You can't get away with as much as you would be able to at, say, Category C, you know? I mean, nothing against Category C players, but you do get less punished for mistakes made, because everyone is likely to make some mistakes, you know? Even at the Category B level, you know, that would be, I guess, my level. I make mistakes all the time. Like, all the time. You know, I'm fairly certain if I ever got to play against a pro player, which I'm not sure if that's ever going to happen, they'd probably destroy me. That'd be awesome, though. I'd like to see that happen, actually. You know, honestly, I'm inviting it. If there's a pro player who wants to play me. I'll do it. You know, you'll destroy the crap out of me, for sure. But it will be an awesome experience. I'd like that. Alright, we got purple versus teal right now. Teal has the hill, but has fewer archers, which is never a good sign when the Mayan player has fewer archers than his opponent. But, I mean, teal has archers at home, so he just needs to get his reinforcements forward as well, and he will be okay. Now, this is a risk, right? What yellow and red are doing right now. They are moving to the back of green space. Now, this is not a position you can run away from. The defender's advantage is for blue and for green. So if they can get enough forces here to take a fight, and there's only 10 archers here, maybe they can take a good fight. Okay, yellow is too far away from red, so a few hits on the archers. Okay, let's go. Red has the hill, though. There's more scouts here, and the camel scout, of course. You need to be careful. Now, if blue is smart, he needs to focus down that camel scout. If he can focus that one down, that's really good. And the camel scout goes down. There you go. That's great. I mean, at the end of the day, but I mean, green lost all his scouts as well. So at the end of the day, they're still clear. But at least the camel scout's gone now. You know, that's nice. If green actually wants to take fights now, he could. And green wants to take fights. He's getting bloodlines. He's about to hit castle age, and the camels are about to come out. I guess at that point, camel scouts don't really matter anymore, do they? Blue situation could be better. He has a market, so he's probably going to buy his way up to the next stage, which he needs to, because red is 20 seconds from being up here. And the archers are in, and they're not going to go away this time. And, yeah, as red is trying to get some kills. Good stuff. Yeah, for now, blue and green are just on the back foot a little bit. You compare green, 36 villagers. Yeah, yellow has 37, but yellow is also later up to the castle age. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh yeah, by the way, if for anyone who's interested in like the schedule for the rest of this week, please do check out the Discord. The entire schedule is there in the announcement. And also I posted in the Virgo Cup full Discord, so you can see that as well. So you know if your team is still coming up, you know when you can expect that. And not to worry, I will get to every single round of 8 final that I can actually get access. There's actually one final that I can't play, and you know which one that is, Chancilaro. It's yours. I can't. It's too old, so I can't access the file anymore, unfortunately. So I'm just going to have to assume that it was awesome. Alright, well, we got teal now running right into the Vietnamese base. The purple not on the way yet, and as you can see, Mayan privilege right there. That's the Mayan economy. Even if purple is not that far behind, you know, still is far behind just by virtue of being up against Mayans. And that is a problem, because guess what? Those Gojara camels, they can't actually kill these crossbows. Look at this. Look at them die. See? Right there. Ballistics just came in as well. Now, and this is the thing. When you are a camel player, defending your flank is very difficult. So blue and purple kind of need to just stay alive here, because they can't really rely on their teammates to help them. Especially Hindustanis used to be a little bit better in team games, at least. As blue is definitely losing a lot of vills here. Ay. The reason for that was that the Hindustanis got 1 pierce armor on their camels per age, which meant that they had 1 pierce armor extra in castle age, which really did help a little bit. Now they don't. They do get the final armor upgrade now, but that only applies in Imperial age. So actually their castle age has been nerfed, in team games at least. That was a day to forget. We weren't playing only against our rivals, we were playing against ourselves too. Oh boy. That sounds intense. Now I'm sorry that I missed it. Yeah, it's unfortunately I don't have a direct link with the developers to just go and like shoot a message and say, hey, can I have the previous build so I can cast this one game? I don't think they're gonna let me do that, unfortunately. So, ooh, now where Hindustanis struggle against defending their flanks, you know, not having a good unit against Archer Sith, guess what? Who does? Gurjaras do have a great unit against it. It's called a Shravamsha Rider, and we've all heard so much about it. It's basically a weaker knight that dodges arrow fire, right? So yeah, they're not as strong, but they do dodge shots, right? So you need to focus fire them down to really kill them, because they have a regenerating shield, which makes it kind of difficult. Well, purple's still losing villagers, but it's 40 villagers for purple, 30 for blue. So blue's still in the worst position. He's trying to get a university up. It's a Doubt University. I bet he would like that, Doubt University. Wanna bet? I bet he would love that. No, in doubt, I think he would enjoy having a university named after himself. Alright, here comes Yellow. Now look at the Shravamsha Riders and the camels in action. This army would be impossible to kill if it were just camels, but with Shravamsha Riders around, makes this a lot more difficult. Purple also helping, and Teal's entire army is about to get destroyed over here. Hell yeah. Now this is good. I mean, Yellow is still losing a lot of units. Teal is doing his best to micro back as much as he can, but I mean, at this point, Purple has more units, so Purple can just take over the fight now. Yellow can run away, and then it's fine. I mean, that's what I would do. I think I would just pull back my units and say, okay, Purple, you chase this. You got this. Yeah, there you go. You got this, Purple. This is your deal now. There's only 8 units now. You take half this army, you send it to the front again. Bam. Now, Yellow did lose a lot of military doing that, and he's not making more Shravamsha Riders anymore because that's what they were for. They were there to help Purple survive, and Purple is now still left alive with more villagers than Blue, by the way. And Blue is just not going to get up to Imp anytime soon as a result of that. And the Vietnamese player, look what they got. Look at it. It's a castle. Oh, now let's make some rattan archers. Let's do it. No? But why not? Why not make rattan archers? Damn it. Alright, well, here come the Hindustani camels with that extra... do they still have extra attack versus buildings? I think they do. +2. There you go. Every little bit helps. They attack faster too, so they should be able to kill this stable if it weren't being repaired, which is what Yellow is doing. Really wants to keep that stable up, because right now he's got 11 camels, and they are not ready yet to take that fight here, because that's a lot of Hindustani camels. Now, you can ask for Red to send his archers over, but Red probably doesn't want to leave his position. Not after doing this much damage to Blue, he wants to go forward Arbalest soon, as he has clicked up the Imp. Blue now getting his upgrades. Instead, it's Purple who's going to move in to join the fight here. Just when the stables are about to go down. You probably want to wall behind this now. Oh, the stables stay up. They stay up. Oh, yeah, good value for the stables then. Now you don't have to rebuild them. That's good. Yeah, Purple being in the right place at the right time, buying Yellow enough time to just get his camels out, so he can at least go 1-to-1 with the Hindustanis. Of course, that does mean that Purple's army is not at his base, and there's a hole. Ooh. Ah! If Teal finds that, there's probably a hole right here too. I want to bet that there's a hole there as well. There's always a hole. Nope. Oh, he sees it. Uh-oh. Panic. Panic with a K. Ah! Yep, okay, well, at least Purple noticed it before it was too late, when the crossbows are right there. So at least he's not going to lose as many villagers as he could have, but holy crap. Oh, what's happening on the other side? We have the camels running into Redstone. Oh, holy moly, here are the camels. And Yellow actually sending his camels now to defend Red from the enemy camels. Wow, what a game. It's not just a hole, it's a murder hole. Yeah, I've heard people call it that. It is indeed a hole through which murder does occur, so I guess that it would be an apt terminology for it. Purple is right here, and now the person getting murdered in this hole is Teal. Ah. Well, looks like the mariachi is just going to have to run away then. Yes, Rogue Knuckles, I remember you were the one who made it up. In that Colosseum game, I remember that. Whose position do we favor here? I mean, Combi has the better economy, right? Their green's going up to Imp. That's going to help. Oh, wow. Okay, Yellow is not going up to Imp anytime soon. All right. Well, we like Combi's position then. Because with Imperial, heavy camels and then Imperial camels, perhaps, now that is the stronger unit. If Gurjaras were strong in Castellates, in Imperial Age, Hindustanis are way stronger. I don't think Gurjaras have anything to deal with Imperial camels. I don't think so. They're not going to be able to compete with that. Imperial camels are like camel paladins, and they now actually have some extra armor as well, which is, well, they have the final armor upgrade, I mean, so it just makes them even better in melee, by the way. So yeah, so it's funny, Hindustanis have been nerfed in castlates, but they have been buffed in late game, because the camels now actually can fight. They're actually stronger against melee units now, which is funny. Alright, well, here come red and yellow. I don't think green and blue are quite aware of this. And oh boy, that's a villager buffet right there. And the Gurjara camels are like, thank you very much for that. And the Arbalists right at the right place at the right time. And wow, green is taking a clobbering right now. That is 15 villagers right down. Actually can fight everything. Well, yeah, I mean, technically any unit can fight anything. Successfully fighting something, now that's the question. Which, you're right, they are indeed very strong against pretty much anything. Except Halberdier. Halberdier do destroy them. Alright, well, Green's gonna walk around Panic Castle in the middle of his town, which he, I think, either bought or just mined for. But the castle just goes up right in time. Get some kills as well, that's good stuff. 25% plus 25% attack speed. Yeah, yeah, that's true. I did say that. It's kind of like stirrups, right? But then just for the camels. Yeah, no, it's really strong. It's why Gurjara camels are actually weaker than Hindustani camels, because Hindustanis attack faster, and that actually gives them more damage overall than just Hindustanis. I did the math, I think, sometime. Alright, now, unfortunately for the Hindustani player, he can't, like, get some Shravamsha riders out to help him deal with the Arbalest. He's just going to have to overwhelm it with numbers. As here comes the fight. This is a critical fight. Can they stop yellow and red from moving into green space, or will yellow and red be too strong? The HP is exactly the same. Here come the Hindustani camels. The armor upgrades coming in 30 seconds, though not just yet. Not just yet, but look at that. Gurjara camels certainly doing a good job on the hill. But what is this? Why is some more crossbows coming in? The armor upgrade is about to come in. Green still holding on with 11 camels, but it's not enough. It is not enough. And yellow and red push green off that hill, and that was quite the investment there before the second armor upgrade come in. Oh boy, oh boy. Gurjara camel with the extra 4 melee defense should destroy Imperial camel. Oh right, that's true. That's true. You're right. I'm gonna, you know what? After this is over, I'm gonna test that. I need to know now, because this is just too much. We need to know exactly which camel is stronger every time, every step of the way, right? With 4 extra melee defense armor, yeah, they should be pretty strong. But of course, that is a unique tech, so it's not like you will just have that at the start of the next stage, obviously. Why is red building houses over here? That's kind of weird. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, purple. Running away now from the from Teal's archers. Teal has more archers over here. Yeah, it does have more archers over here now. But yellow is here as well to help. If they work together, they might be able to do something here. Thing is, though, I think I would prefer to have rattan archers here, honestly, because rattan archers would just destroy everything. And the beauty of rattan archers is you don't need a lot of help anymore from your pocket then, which is good, because then, you know, yellow can go somewhere else, say over here, where red is trying to break into blue space. Man, not a whole lot has happened here so far. Alright, it's Heavy Camel now running out, well, chasing Yellow's camels, and Yellow is going to get his upgrades as well. There comes Blade Barding, and then of course the Heavy Camel upgrade will come in very soon as well. But he needed the gold for that, so there you go. A little bit of eco trouble for Yellow. He's got 95 villagers and 125 for the Hindustani player. Anyone surprised by that? Not me. Not me at all. Alright, here come the trebuchets. So yeah, I guess at this point, trying to make rattan archers is not a good idea. Yeah, the idea is that you get the advantage before this happens. Because if this happens, then, well, yeah. Not much is going to save you. As green and teal move into yellow's base, and there's not much that yellow can do about it. Even if he gets Heavy Camel now, honestly, I don't think he can take this fight. It's just too many Arbalists. The more stables down to hurt the production from yellow. I think that's a grand idea indeed. We have red just kind of trickling some Arbalest in to help, as red is sending his... Oh, he's sending his Arbalest to this front. Wow, this is going to be a very important fight, as that's the Heavy Camel upgrade. That's the Heavy Camel upgrade. Ah, they know. They know. Green knows there will be no reason for yellow to take this fight if not to save the stable. If not to save the stable. Ah, green, take it, take it, take it. Ah, the stable, he's so close. Destroy the stable. You get this. Oh, down. Yeah, he got it! Oh, no heavy camel, and now it's Imperial camel versus just camel riders. Ay, 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 ay. Just to compare the stats on the two. Here's 2 units side by side. Look at that. More attack, more armor. Well, actually, no more, not more armor, but more HP, way more HP for the Imperial Camel Riders. Not even close. And here's the fight. Alright, this is the all-deciding fight. Purple is here, red is here, and yellow are here. 3 armies. Can they hold on against the Imperial Camel Rider? Will it be? Will this prove too strong? Because they need to get a clean up here. If they can't clean this, they're dead. Like, they're dead. Because teal right now is destroying purple. Like, purple's army is not where it should be. Right? It's not defending at home. So if they get cleaned up, uh-oh. Well, that's not good for Imperiales, is it? I don't think so. This is not good at all. This is not good at all. We still don't have heavy camel either. You know, that was denied. And now purple has lost his army, so purple can't defend himself anymore. And I'm not so sure that even if we take this fight, that yellow would actually, yellow and red would actually clean this. I'm not so sure about that, actually. Coinage. Who's getting coinage? Oh, green is. Is he gonna sling his teammates? I guess so. Guess we'll have to look at the end. Well, I mean, you can sling whenever you want, obviously, but I don't think it's really necessary at this point. Or maybe slinging to blue. That might be the idea. Like, sling some resources to blue so he can defend himself. Blue is actually making some chukunu right now. Cool. Alright. I mean, red is still in this game for sure. Red is still the one pushing, and blue is still in castlate, so he can't defend himself. I think slinging blue up the imp might be the way to go here. And please use this down center, not the one on the front blue. Yeah, exactly. Sling blue, get back into the game. Because if they get blue back into the game as well, then there's nothing that Imperiales can do. Purple is dead. Purple is down to 36 villagers. He's on the way to imp somewhere. Right there. He's making some rattan archers, but again, is the better unit to make, but I don't know, and here you go. The final fight, but look at the HP difference there. It's not even close. And as red and yellow's armies bite the dust here, are they going to continue playing here? That's the question. Are we going to play? I mean, red is slowly doing some damage, but still not, like, to the point where I'm like, yeah, they can still win this. I mean, look at the score difference, right? 2,000 score. That's quite a lot, actually, at this stage in the game. I mean, blue is still holding on, still kind of trading evenly-ish against the Arbalest. But yeah, red. Again, an even trade for blue is good. Smells like GG. I agree. I agree. I think even though we are across the world, I think we can all smell a GG when we see one. With our noses. And looking at the military count, it's just almost, yeah, more than double the military count for Combi right now. And again, purple is not going to have any military anytime soon. Like, he's only alive because they decide to bypass him and focus on yellow. And yellow's going to have to forfeit a lot of his economy. He's expanding, yes, but he's just never going to be able to produce enough camels to deal with this. Or Shravamsha Riders. Well, here you go. Let's see. Can Shravamsha Riders do it? Can they do it? Can they do it? No, they can't, because they're not elite and they're lacking upgrades. And this must be the GG moment. If that doesn't even work, nope, then nothing will. I mean, red is not pushing hard enough that I would say, yeah, there you go. Now, there you go. Red calling the GG. Red also didn't have the army anymore to deal with this. There you have it. The GG is called, and Combi taking the first game there after quite a close match, I should say. Like, this could have gone either way, honestly. Oh man, the Goat Riders. Oh yes, the Goat Riders indeed. Wait, why is there still some goats here? Did yellow not eat all his goats? Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, oh, that's what you mean, Goat Riders. Yeah, teal sending in the goats. Yeah, that was the winning move right there. When yellow saw the goats, he was like, well, I don't think I can do anything about that. Nah, that's just over, right? That's, yeah, anyone would agree with me. You know, the Viper sees goats, he resigns immediately. Like, and if even the Viper can't do it, then who can? Oh my god. It's so bad. Oh man. Yeah, this was quite an even game. Honestly, I mean, great early aggression here on blue. Blue certainly was a lot on the back foot, but the response from teal and green was good, right? To immediately switch to the other side. First, we keep blue alive, right? We keep him alive, and then we're gonna go to purple and do the same thing to purple. And purple took a bad fight somewhere here, and then got, you know, people got in, and it got pretty bad for purple there. Right, and that was good. And after that, it was kind of just a skirmish in the middle a little bit, camel v camel. fighting outside a red space, you know, all that sort of stuff. At the end of the day, though, red was the one pushing on this side, but blue just did just enough, right? Just enough to slow red down to the point where blue stayed alive still with 100 villagers, right? Purple, on the other hand, as soon as Imp hit, he just got completely clobbered. Wasn't able to deal with that anymore. Especially since Teal was attacking Purple, and Purple's army was here, right? So it wasn't able to defend his base. And after that, Purple's out of this game. And then you're stuck with Gurjaras against a double combo of Hindustanis, Imperial Camels, and Arbalest. Hard to deal with. Very hard to deal with. Alright, I mean, there was certainly a moment there earlier on when Imperiales took a good fight on this hill and almost could have maybe done some damage to green. But the thing is, at the end of the day, the production was good enough from blue even still to help to make sure that this army wasn't strong enough that they could actually do lethal damage. That was good. There you have it. Let's have a look at the statistics, because this was high level play, alright. Lots of kills there for Teal. 256. Certainly got his kills worth. Green traded pretty much evenly against the Gurjara player, but yeah, the Gurjara player also lost a lot of units, and most of that was to Teal, right? I mean, we have to be fair here. I think the KD was actually very even between green and yellow, but a lot of kills also came to Teal. That purple, of course, was in a defender's role, not really taking good fights, obviously. That's kind of what happens. And then there's red, 200 kills. Yeah, red was doing well as well. And as for the economy, green, great economy, no surprises there. It's Hindustanis. This is what they do. This is their main edge, getting that economy to go sky high, kaboom, into the sky. And Gurjaras, they can keep up, but not really, right? Like, look at the difference. It's crazy. And even Mayans, right? Also crazy economy. Yeah, sorry, I had to stretch my back for a second there. Vill counts as well, yeah. There's no competing with that. Hindustani Vill count. I mean, just look at the Vill count shoot up for green here. Kabam. 90 villagers. Everyone else was below 70, right? So, kaboom. Alright, let's have a look. Who was the fastest player? It was Yellow. 77 APM. Very cool, but everyone's fast here, obviously. Alright. First game goes to Combi. Now, we of course go to the home map for Imperiales, which is... I don't know, actually, because, again, we didn't see a draft, so I have to check. What is it? It is... Ooh, Atacama. Oh, very aggressive. With these two teams, that's not going to be a long match, is it? I don't think so. Nah, that's probably going to be pretty short, is it? Because at this high level, if you survive that early wave, then the game might go on longer, but most Atacama games, it's aggressive, it's high octane, super action powered playing, alright, baby. Yep. Alright. Well, let me update the scoreboard just for shits and giggles, as they say, because, you know, well. Here you go. Makes it look more official, doesn't it? Alright, ready? Let's go. And yes, I do want to open this file, even though it was from the previous build. I know it works. Alrighty. Well, welcome to the second game. Now, this is an important game, obviously, for Imperiales, because if they lose this game, they will be out of the tournament, which, of course, is sad to see Imperiales go if that happens, but they still have one shot. Their home map, which is Atacama. A terrible map that I hate, but for some reason, people seem to like it, so whatever. I like casting it, though. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun sitting here from the safety of my God overview, you know, watching people struggle and sweat and die on the field, well, the desert sands of Atacama. All right, let's introduce our teams. We'll start with the home map team. In red, we've got Monode de Barrio playing as the Bohemians. All right. In the yellow, we've got DJ Zerep playing as the Khmer. Love it. And in the purple, we've got Koreans for Fancito. Okay, then. On the other side, for Combi, we've got the Mariachi playing as the Saracens. I like that. In the green, we've got Franks for Mr. Osop. Well, I love the fact that they recognized... Okay, we should not pick Franks on Arabia because it will just be Gurjaras versus Franks, and we will have pain. So instead, we're going to pick it on Atacama and have a great civilization anyways, because Franks are awesome no matter what map you pick them on. Alright, and then we have 105 playing as the Tatars. Tatars on Atacama. A map that is as flat as flat. No, seriously, like, yeah, we'll have to talk about that. I mean, of course, the Tatars do better on maps with hills, but it doesn't mean that they are completely, like, bad on a map like this. I don't think so. We will talk about it. Now, let's first talk about... we should probably just quickly glance over the map, because this is Atacama, just as you're used to in the map pool, but this is the ECL version, so it's a little bit worse, really. Like, the wood line is sometimes just not fair. It really isn't. Sometimes all the wood is on one side, and that's about it. As we have Teal going to the wood line, almost loses a villager. Yeah, it doesn't have Loom, but at least he reacted just in time, so that's good. Now, players, of course, will have to take the main wood lines in the middle. This is what you will have to be fighting over, of course, during this game, because that's where all the wood is. Although you can technically take these clumps of wood, but it's like 500 wood per clump, which means it's like 1/5 of what you invest in it, which is 100 wood. You have, yeah, that's basically gone then. So, I don't know. Much better to go to the bigger wood lines, obviously. But the result is that if you go to these bigger wood lines, your villagers are so far away from your TC, which is scary. Very scary indeed. Yeah, expect towers, lots of archer play trying to destroy your opponent's wood line, because usually when that happens, it's GG. And, you know, because there's not a whole lot of options to go for other besides those wood lines, right? Which is why games on Atacama tend to be quite short, right? So we'll see. Now, I like the pocket civs, of course, from both these civilizations. Khmer are a great civilization for this. You can get a faster uptime, get your scouts out fast, and do damage early. Always good. Although I would caution against not making spearmen in this map. I know Khmer players, they tend to not do that because, well, you don't have to build the barracks. So why would you, right? Why would you build your barracks? As, oh, Yellow doesn't see, he doesn't see his boar. He doesn't see the boar, it's right there. He doesn't see it. Ah, Yellow, scouting, my friend. It's on the back. No, scout that way. Oh, he doesn't see it. Ah, boo. Alright, well, his uptime is going to be a little bit worse for that. Oh, maybe not the uptime, but certainly the overall food. He's going to find it at some point, I'm sure. Anyway, yeah, but Khmer versus Franks. I mean, Franks are the better cavalry civ, especially in feudal age. They have the more HP on their scouts. In the late game, they have Paladin, which by itself already is good, but Frank Paladin also have more HP, which makes it worse. So again, Khmer's... I think the Khmer player is on a clock, as they usually are. I think you really need to get, kill your opponent fast here, especially if it's Franks. So the longer the game goes, at some point you'll just be stuck with Hussar or Elephants, which, yeah, I mean, your Elephants move faster, which is nice. But, yeah, you know, as Yellow's trying to kill a loomed villager, which doesn't work. That's what Loom's for, after all. Nope, you're just gonna have to run away, my friend. You're just going to have to run away, you know. But yeah, Khmer late game versus Frank should lose. So I think it's important for Yellow to do damage early. Which, again, it's Atacama. That's the whole game plan, right? As for Bohemians versus Tatars. Now, this is an interesting matchup. I haven't really seen that a whole lot, actually. So Bohemians have the better crossbows. Well, do they actually? No, actually, no. Tatars should be a little bit better at the crossbow play. Think about it. Tatars get... they get a thumb ring for free in the castle age. Immediate power spike. Awesome. Right, now you don't get any extra hill bonus damage because there's no hills, unfortunately. But that's of course very fine as well. Now Tatars can also go for cavalry archers, but it depends on whether you have the military control or not. If you do not have the military control, you will most likely die. Most likely. And I hope that Red is going to wall this, because there's a hole right there that he can easily fix to make sure that Green can't get into his wood line. Because right now, there's still a hole. Red, I hope he scouts that. Nope, Green's just gonna drop a tower. Of course he is. Or not. Or maybe not. I guess we're not gonna go for a tower. I mean, the tower here wouldn't be the worst. All Blue is already doing the tower. I see. There's no need to double tower then. I guess you can just wall this off, baby. That would be a good idea. Well, Red should be expecting this tower. He will probably not be very happy about it when it happens, though, because that tower is going to range some of his wood line. Green also blocking off that gap now with a stable, which is good. What else is going on? Oh! Lisha, men-at-arms even. Some Korean men-at-arms. Now, this is totally fine. Again, this is an aggressive map. This is the kind of stuff that we expect on a map like this. As Green almost got the kill. But just not yet. See, making a barracks and spearmen, it's paying off already. It's paying off already. Alright, well, red did take some losses there. Something died there. I think it's a villager. As red is now going to have to relocate to a new lumber camp, but red does have the wood. He does. But if he builds a lumber camp, he's not going to be able to afford a second archery range. So you're going to fall behind in numbers to blue, who did build a second archery range. So yeah, again. Red unfortunately doesn't have a very good wood situation. Honestly, I would have walked all the way over here, honestly, just to keep them extra safe. But I mean, I guess it's fine over here as well. You do need to wall this, though. Man-at-Arms trying to break into Teal's base, but are they going to get in? Teal's already going to get some archers out. I think they will be okay then. Getting some hits on the scout, though. That's good. As green is sending his first scouts to this side to help defend. Yellow also sending his scouts over here, so everything is going to go down in the south. The question is this game going to go down south or is it going to go up north? That's the question. Alright, well, there's more military here for Imperiales right now, right? But as soon as more archers come out and more scouts come out for green and teal, they should be able to defend this. We don't have fletching yet, though, so this archer is still struggling to do damage to the man-at-arms. And of course, purple will be very happy behind this. He's walling up already. He's going to go for the crazy walls to the edge of the map. Now, he's not going to wall the whole map. That's not going to happen. Not at this level. I don't think they would do that. But what this does do is restrict movement, right? Now, at least your opponent has to go around your TC, which is a lot of walking, or go through the middle. Which, if you wall right there, that won't happen anymore. But of course, they don't see that, do they? No, yellow can see that, so you should put a house there. Right? I think in a map like this, it's all about limiting your opponent's maneuverability. As we have lots of archers going down. Yellow trying to snipe the archers before teal can do too much damage to the men-at-arms. And now, yeah, not a whole lot of archers for teal still there. As purple is still happily taking some value here from his men-at-arms. Okay, purple not in the fight now. It's a tricky fight. But the longer it goes, the better it gets for teal and for green. Because they have the archers. Okay, men-at-arms finally get some value, but they were not able to kill many scouts. Only one scout going to go down here, and purple and yellow are going to have to back off here. Follow up a little bit too late for purple with the archers. It took a while for him to get those out, so he's just going to have to back up to his own base now for the time being. Update on blue. I mean red. Blue and red still fighting, but red has archers now to defend himself. Bohemians also get the gold mining upgrade for free, so their gold mining should be a lot more efficient. So you don't actually need 8 villagers on gold as Bohemians. You can actually take, I don't know the numbers. I think you can at least take 1 off, maybe even 2, depending on how fast you want to go to cast stage. But you don't need the 8 villagers. I think instead just make a few more farms. I think that's the meta. As here we go. The walls were not up and the punishment is in as all those walls went out for nothing. And green and teal have broken through. And here's yellow's wood line. And yellow didn't build any houses there. Oh, why not build some houses? It's Khmer 101. You can hide your vills. This is not very good, is it? Aye. Yep, that is 4 villagers down. Wait, did he have loom? He did, right? Okay, he did. The Frank player just got upgrades. He did get armor, but forging about to come in though. That's gonna make this a lot more dangerous. So we have upgrades also coming in now for the Khmer player. Remember, until the Khmer player gets bloodlines, his scouts are weaker than green scouts, which have more HP. As long as teal and blue is here as well. Wow, it's almost a rainbow color. If red shows up, we do have a full rainbow. Oh boy, but yellow is going to get pushed off his goal. But because, again, no houses there. I thought that was common knowledge, though. Right? I mean, like, every resource, you put a house, right? With Khmer, like, you play open, you put a house everywhere where you want, and then you just hide in houses. I mean, yellow decided not to do that, and he is paying the price for that right now. Because look how simple it is to just jump in a house. Boom. It's a really nice quality of life bonus, I should say. In the meantime, though, blue probably wishes he could jump into houses like yellow because he's getting pummeled right now by red's archers. And red is looking to do some damage here again. Blue is defending, has archers of his own, but is slightly ahead in the number, so he should be okay there. We have a follow-up attack now as teal and green are trying to push through the walls after yellow finally dealt with the archers from teal in the north. Very nice, but not after doing some damage. Aye. I played a lot with Khmer, but never hide my villas in houses. What? Noob. Nah, just kidding. I mean, you also have to think of it in the moment, right? Like I sometimes forget what civilization I'm playing. It just happens sometimes. As Purple probably also wishes he could hide his fills in houses. Oh god, man, that one. Why didn't we wall up the hole in the wood line? This wouldn't have happened. That's 6 more villagers down to Davy Jones' locker. Well, actually, if Davy Jones also came in, also went to the desert. Alright, well, red and blue trading evenly, which is bad for red because he needs to do more damage to blue, and blue just needs to hold his side. Atacama's magic, exactly. I mean, the Flying Dutchman, like Davy Jones, he did sail the Flying Dutchman, so if any ship could get here, it would be the Flying Dutchman. We have proof of this. It can actually go through sand. It happened in the Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Alright, well, Teal is still holding his own against the scouts with some good micro. You should be able to kill all these scouts. Shouldn't be a problem. Now, we have cast leads coming in for the entire combi team. Imperiales are on the way, except for Yellow, because Yellow did take some losses there. And Yellow's been off of wood for a long time now, actually. Actually, no, he's chopping wood over here, but it's not very efficient. With this one tile gap. Look, the villagers bump, 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 and now they're on this side. Yeah, it's not very good, is it? Another tower for red, which is why I wished he would have gone to this wood line earlier, because now he had to move his lumber camp again. Which is, of course, is not very ideal, is it? We have some turkeys being stolen by blue. Not that that matters so much at this point in the game, but hey, any little bit helps, right? We saw how devastating a goat raid could be. Laming 6 goats in the Dark Age. Yeah, I will tell you, that will definitely disturb your economy. Alright, Castle Age time. I'd say Combi are in the lead, which is not good news for Imperiales because this is their home map. They are certainly still suffering on all sides. And crossbows. The timing is just perfect. The Saracens breaking right through, and now they're just going to run in the back of Purple's economy. There's so much economy that Purple could lose here still. Combi is just playing really on another level right now compared to Imperiales. I mean, Imperiales are a great team. But they can't keep up. They can't keep up right now. I mean, the military count is kind of even, but look at the vil count. And that vil count is just getting worse and worse and worse. All your villagers are dead on gold. Do we continue to play here? That's the question. Because it's not looking good. But remember, if Imperiales taps out now, they will be out of the tournament. Which, of course, is sad for them, of course. Red is trying to go forward, but here are the knights. Some crossbows there as well. And again, Red needs to win. He can't just trade evenly. The rest of his team is not doing so well, so he needs to get good decisive fights. But unfortunately, when you're getting ganged up upon like this, there's just no hope, is there? I mean, if Red can't push on his side, look at the military count. It's completely swung in the favor of a Combi right now, and it's just going to get worse and worse from here. I am sure. When Teal's still running around, Purple is chasing that, so that's the only most of the army that Imperiales have right now is Purple's army actually. Yellow's trying to get some knights out to try to save Red, as Red is under a lot of pressure here. Trying to go for another town center, but I mean, look at the vil count. That especially is painful. 28 villagers only for Purple, and again, still losing units on this side as well. And here comes Teal and Purple at the same time. Purple has more units, but Teal's got 2 groups. So let's see what the micro looks like. Micro is pretty good. Micro is very good. Micro is very good. Look at that. Purple still, despite being ahead, still gets an even trade. And again, that's not good for Purple. He doesn't need an even trade. Combi is okay with this. They don't care. They're so far ahead in economy now. Trading evenly on military level is fine for them. They don't care. It's fine. They're still pushing on the right. Making sure Purple has no army is all that Teal needs to do here. All that he needs to do. In the meantime, just add another town center and be safe yourself. Right? As most of the middle control will be for green and the Combi team. In the meantime, yeah, we have Yellow trying to get some knight numbers out just to keep Red alive. But again, if you're just trying to keep both sides alive, that's not a good sign. As Teal just keeps streaming in more crossbow numbers. More villages have gone down on the tower as well. My god, that one freaking hole. Never again against Saracens, probably, huh? as Yellow is trying to defend the town center. Green, look at it, they just don't care. They don't care. They don't care about trading military units right now. I mean, I would not get too careless. You don't want to give your opponent a way back into the game, of course. Right now, as things stand, doesn't look too good for Imperiales. Of course, since this is the second game and a match point, I think they'll probably try to play a little bit longer. But, I mean, 16 villages for... Oh, Purple's down to 16 vills. Oh, my God. No. I saw that number. I thought, no way. No freaking way. And Purple agreed with me there. That no freaking way indeed. And there you have it. The GG is called by Imperiales. And indeed, good luck next. I appreciate the sportsmanship. And there you go, Combi Veneno taking the second game also. After, yeah, a dominating performance. As I have to say, domination, huh? Oh, no, wait, total domination. That's it. I love it when he says that. It's cool. Such a nice trademark. Yeah, I like it that all these streamers, they have to, like, their own trademark thing to say, like, total domination, or woo woo woo, you know, things like that. Or Dave saying, I'm bald. Nah, just kidding. No, that's not what he says. But yeah, GG's indeed. This was again, strong Atacama performance. Towers is what you need to do, keep kicking your opponent off of wood lines. And after that, just like taking early fights. Again, it was kind of antsy here for Teal for a second, but they just produced military, waited until the right moment, took the fight. And after that, just kept sending crap forward. Like, never wait. Like, Arabia is a lot more passive than this. On Atacama, you're just sending it. You're sending it. You're sending it. Every time they had that opportunity to go through this hole or this hole, they just went right through it. And Purple just kept losing. Every wave, he lost villagers. Every single one of them. And Yellow couldn't come and save him because he was busy saving Red, who was doing a good job. Red was definitely pushing Blue a little bit, but on his own, there's not much you can do. You can't... It's hard to kill your opponent when you're the archer player if you don't get any knight support. It's hard because you need to bring out siege, which just leaves you vulnerable to your opponent's knight. So it's tough. It's tough. And like I said, Atacama games, they usually don't last that long, especially when everyone's playing at an insane level. So there you have it. Let's have a look at the military KD. It's 77 kills here for Teal. Again, Teal got so many Vil kills. I kind of want to see that actually. Hang on a sec. Hang on just a sec. I want to see how many Vil kills he got. Eco KD. Ah, damn. 34. Holy crap. 33 kills for Teal. Yeah, that's what I mean. Imagine that. Purple would have had 49 villages right now, which is a nice Vil count. But not when you lose 34. Ouch. Yeah, that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. We're just never able to stop those waves of military coming in. And the fights on the other side were not going that much better for Imperiales. Yeah. Unfortunately, I mean, Imperiales, the good team that they were just outclassed today by Combi Veneno. And that happens, you know. You don't always... Not everyone has their best day of playing all the time. Like, I mean, we all have that, right? You queue up a game and one day you are winning everything. And another day you just die hopelessly and question whether you should ever play this game again. That's what Age of Empires does. It's a game of extremes. There's not a whole lot of middle ground there. Alright, well, we got the economy, of course, being better for Combi since they didn't get hit at their home base so much. Whereas, same can't be said for Imperiales. Of course, the Vil count is going to show that as well. Yeah, at the end, it wasn't even close anymore. Alright, the fastest player today was DJ Rep, 75 APM. Very fast. Couldn't save the team this time, though. Alright. I'd like to say congratulations, Combi Veneno, for winning their set. And, of course, for going on to the next stage. Good luck there. And, of course, good luck next time for Imperiales, because they also played really well this tournament and this game. GG.